Now though, like, we've seen trends for home design change over the years. We grew up with vitambas and it was cool. There were seats called butterfly seats. Kulikuwa tuna vitu mingi. But to talk to us about the emerging trends for home design is Chetty, who's an interior designer from A Plus Interiors. I hope I said Chetty. It's Chetty, right?
Chetty, yes.
Yeah, okay. Welcome to the show, Charles.
Thank you very much, Mikali.
Yeah. Lakini ni ukweli, vitu zime evolve over the years. Things have
much.
really changed.
They have really changed. We've come from, doing things, let's say the traditional way.
Yes.
And styles are changing every minute.
That's true.
So it's good for someone to have a grip on what's popping, let's say. And normally what happens is when you decorate your home or when you design your home well, at least with some of these styles that we're going to discuss
today,
it can last you for a long period before you redo it again.
Exactly, because it's pretty expensive. It's not a thing you want to do every other time, but after 1 year you want to a home makeover and stuff like that. Is that what A Plus Interiors does?
That's what we do. That's what we've been doing for the last 5 years now. We are 5 years, 8 months old. Yeah.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
So do we start with the first one? This is the modern minimalist.
Yeah, we can start with the modern minimalist design. So this one is it's a really famous, or it's a design style that people have embraced, especially the middle class, right? Upper middle class and generally just middle class. It's modern minimalist means it's modern.
Yes.
And minimalist at the same time.
So the house is sort of like not crowded.
Yeah.
Ah, look at that. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So this is one house that we are working on actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Looks like something from Pinterest.
That's our work.
What? What?
We've gotten to that level, you know.
Hey. Okay, so
Yes.
this is the modern minimalist.
Yeah. So when you look at the picture, you realize that it has a lot of white spaces.
Yes.
Clean, neat lines. Yeah. It's almost everything is almost machine cut. It's sleek, you know.
Okay.
White. If you have to use, you just decorate with a dash of painting, and these paintings are mostly grayscale. That's black and white. You know, like things are very neat, clean. It's quite it's quite modern.
Very.
So you know, people who are having flat roof homes, this is their kind of style.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's so dope. Like, it looks really nice. I swear, it looks like something from Pinterest.
It's not from Pinterest, it's from our office.
This is what you're doing.
That's what we are doing.
Yeah. It
Here,
looks really
actually,
nice.
here in Kenya.
Yes.
Yeah,
That
in
looks
Nairobi
really nice. So
particular.
is this also
It's like it's the same style, modern minimalist. It's like, you know, going up the stairs. Under the stairs, you can put a seat. Sometimes you do some storage. Sometimes you can do a piano under there.
Okay.
But you can see it's very neat, very clean.
Yeah.
Very few flower vases here and there.
Yes.
A lot. It's very simple to do that. So all you have to do is buy white paint, put it all over, and then buy a few decorative pieces.
Yeah.
And put them, put them, artistically.
In the house.
Artworks,
Yes.
flower vases, you're home and dry.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
That looks really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what you meant, like a
Yeah.
grayscale kind
Yeah.
of wall hanging. It
Yeah.
sort of like gets lost in the wall,
Yeah.
but it still pops at the same time.
It still pops.
Yeah.
If you look at the ceilings, they are just generally flat.
Yes.
Flat ceilings.
Yes.
We have very few recessions and protrusions. If you look at the lighting, it's also like recessed on the ceiling. It's just, things are very sleek. It's almost like a machine. Your house looks
really nice. That looks really nice. I'm sold. And that was just the first one. That was the first one, and I'm already sold. Let's look at the Afro-modern. What is that?
So Afro-modern is now, we talked about modern.
Yes.
So then now when you add a dash of Africanism on it, it becomes Afro-modern. So it's modern. So we have the brilliant white ceilings and walls, and then now you're doing African art on the walls, right?
Okay.
Or you're doing African art on your fabrics. So like your furniture is gonna have a lot of print. Now you're introducing your kitenges.
Yeah.
You're introducing your sculpture, African sculpture.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, you're introducing warm colors now.
Yes.
Earth colors.
Yeah.
So then now you're talking, it's modern but African at the same time. So the Africanness is gotten from now the accessorizing, so the furniture. Maybe you've had it done just outside where you live, or you're now Africanness is brought by the materials around where you live. So let's say if you're building, let's say somewhere in Syokimau, you might collect the stones around there and put them, let's say, on the chimney. So now you're localizing modern. That's Afro-modern.
So it could be anything. And as Africans, we love colors. We love
Yes,
colors,
we do.
and we have
Yes, we
even
do.
our fabrics are very. Did I see a cowhide behind?
Yes. That's Afro-modern. You know.
It is.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's Afro-modern.
that is so pretty.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's design style number two.
That is Afro-modern, guys. Then there is industrial. Now this one I have no idea what that means. I don't know what
Industrial.
No.
So generally, industrial design style is a style that mimics factories. Like where it originated is when we moved from the industrial revolution to the technological revolution. So then the old industries had to be converted into living spaces and working spaces. Okay. So it's characterized by bare concrete. You know how industries were built. Bare concrete walls, bare brick on the walls. And then now when people would come in to convert an industry into a living space, they would leave the ceiling just the way it was. They would leave the walls just the way they were. The floor would just be screed, smooth screed. And then now you would now introduce your furniture. It has a bit of rustic furniture, you know, things collected from an industry. Now, if you move into an industry, you would probably collect the pipes and then make a light from the pipes, collect some pieces and make maybe furniture from that. So that's how converting an industry to a living space.
Wow.
Converting an industry to an office space.
Yes.
You end up with industrial. So it's also characterized by rustic hanging lights mostly made of metal. There are tables also made of metal, aluminium, you know.
So places will find the
industry.
tanks.
Industry
like.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know those the tanks.
Yes, the tanks, the metal ones.
The metal ones. Also, this has given birth to use of containers for making homes.
Yes.
That's industrial.
Okay.
Yeah, so we are trying to use containers to make homes. It's really converting, like this is the house we're working on.
Yes.
So like the walls are going to be brick,
and that's just like probably one
side
of the wall.
Yeah. Then it's a study room. So then the shelves are going to be gotten from collected wood. You get wood that you just collect around the site, like shipping pallets and things like those. So we make the furniture with that. Then you paint the other parts white. The ceiling is left black, and whatever is on the ceiling is exposed, like your cables and that's industrial. You leave your ceiling black and then just expose
whatever
your
is
trunking,
there.
Your cables.
Then it's very, very stylish as well, especially for people who are into art and stuff, and people who recycle everything and anything.
I love
that
it. I love industry.
This is your thing?
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's my kind of
minimalist. But industrial is amazing. I didn't have an idea. I didn't know it had a name.
Yeah, that's industrial. People call it rustic as well, but industrial, yeah.
Okay, so we need to see the picture, please. Got distracted right over there. Do we have it? Do we have the picture ready? There
you see.
You go.
Yes, look at the table.
It's
just
very
collected
rustic
wood, yeah.
Yes.
Just brushed and painted. You collect the wood, just size it just the way you want to make it. Collect some metal bars and create some stools.
Like even
and then you start living.
The centerpiece is very interesting as well.
Quite fantastic, yeah.
It is not your normal, usual flower vase.
Exactly.
Which makes it like what? Even those crates for, like the old crates for soda.
Yes.
You remember them?
You can use them for sitting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They were really, really dope. So that's exactly what is happening now, because we're getting into many homes where you find it's just pallets.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
And, even storage boxes in the house placed nicely. They just, like ragged wood.
That's industrial. You can even take barrels, the barrels for, and then you put them on the home bar where people can sit on that.
Yes.
That's industrial.
You just get your seats and then you have your table there.
Yeah.
It's just a barrel.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
guys.
That's
industrial. Love it, love it. I think it comes close
Yeah.
to my number one is definitely modern minimalist.
What I mean is,
And
it's
then
your
number
kind of thing.
two is industrial.
Yeah, there you
Let's
go.
find out about the fifth one today, and that is the Swahili.
Yes, Swahili, of course, for Kenyans, this is very simple. If you've traveled to the coast, you know what, aspects that you will find at the coast. So then, Swahili is a design style that is, one famous item about it is the lamudo. So when someone asks, our client asks for a Swahili design, we know very well that we are going to have a lamudo. We are going to have ornamentation in the interiors. So of course, it's white walls mostly.
Yes, it is.
But you have a lot of pattern. Let's say on the doorway, you have to carve.
Yeah.
That you have to highlight a Swahili pattern on that. Most times it could be even an Islamic design on the wall. Another times then it could also be, let's say when you're doing the ceiling, you have to run timber. It's just timber frames on the ceiling. The circular ones.
That's the door.
That's the Swahili door, yes.
That's the Swahili door.
Yeah. So it's called a lamudo.
Lamudo. It's
That's a
actually
lamudo. Yeah, that's a lamudo. So you see the decor on the frame?
Yes.
Those are lamudo designs.
The detail is everything.
Yeah. So
everything.
So
and it's such a coastal thing. Whatever part of the world you'll go to that is coastal, you'll find something like this.
They have good craftsmen who take their time to craft the doors. So even like the interiors, you would find they have a lot of recesses. So we call these niches, whereby on the wall you've recessed, then you can put a lamp.
Oh, yes.
And then they have, their doorways are carved. We call these hatches.
Yes.
So those are the characteristics of the Swahili. So it's also very simple to achieve because you basically paint your walls white. Then you get some people to do for you ornamentation on their doorways. Then you get fabric. Now our Swahili fabric to hang on the walls.
Is that it?
That's it. That's it. Yeah,
the Swahili fabric.
Yeah, you see, like on the ceiling you have timber.
Oh yeah, that's what you meant. The timber that.
Yeah.
I never understood why. Why is it just? It's just a Swahili. It's
because it's timber that you can collect nearby, near the site.
Yeah.
And then also it makes it. First of all, the color white reflects. Coast is very hot.
So this helps with that.
Yeah, you can even see the ventilation. It's very well ventilated.
Yeah.
And timber on the ceiling also absorbs that kind of heat that would become
And it's also good for the eyes.
Yeah.
I think something that stands out for me as well, all that you said, plus.
Yes.
Have you seen their seats and their beds? They're very, very unique, right?
Yeah. It's called a four-post bed.
Four-post bed, yes.
Yeah, because you have to have the
netting going.
Yeah, the netting going.
Yeah.
Even the seats, like where you sit, it's also a four-post kind of place.
Yes.
Because you have to also run some fabric on top of it. So they call it a baraza.
What are you telling me? Baraza.
Baraza. There's a seat that you put in a baraza.
Oh.
Where people sit, like where we are seated right now. We would be seated and having a conversation.
Yeah.
In a baraza.
Which one is this? What is this?
No, I think this is like, I think could be like something like a massage table or something. Yeah.
But also the decor also
decor on
stands
the wall.
out.
Yeah.
And the white as well.
Yeah.
And this can be done anyway. It doesn't have to. You don't have to be at the coast.
You don't have to be at the coast. You just have to get the right workmen to come and do it on your walls as you're doing it. Yeah. If it's something you love.
If it's something that you love, it can be done.
Get the right people.
Anywhere.
And
you guys are on it.
Yeah, we are on it.
Wow.
This is Swahili,
Wow.
Look at the ceiling. Look at the walls. The ornamentation on the walls. You have fabric wall hangings.
Yes.
You
look
have
at the seats.
Yeah, seats.
Even the carpet is not your regular.
We call it a rag.
A rag, yes. Sorry, thank you.
Rag. Or you can call it a carpet as well.
Rag works fine.
Yeah.
Rag is perfect.
You see the windows. There's a curve on top.
There's a curve, yes.
Yeah, it's an arc. Yeah.
Even the table details. You can look at the where does it legs?
Yeah.
And even the throw pillows have a bit of African print
a bit of African on them. Yeah.
Beautiful. The wall hangings.
Yeah.
And I see also the timbers on the ceiling, the ones that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
Looks really nice. Oh my God.
Yeah. We have a few more pictures.
We do? Do we have more pictures, Carol? Do we have more? Okay, Swahili. I think I have seen. I've seen this being, especially if you've grown up at the coast
Yes.
and you are relocated to another part of the country
Yes.
that is not very coastal. People
Yeah.
really carry this with them
Yeah.
because I think it also comes with like the culture in it
Yeah.
and the big windows that just let the air in, the light in. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah. Ventilation, both circulation. We call that circ- circulation or ventilation.
ventilation,
Yeah,
that just
yeah.
lets everything in.
Yeah.
I think we're going to go to the next one.
Yeah.
Oh, to Konaza. Oh, okay, fine, good.
Those are the pictures.
This is what I was talking about when I meant
Yeah.
like the seats.
The
They call
seats,
like the day bed or
Yeah, that's a day bed.
that's
yeah.
a day bed, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Get the right terminologies, Mukali. And I think uko nyuma is what you meant by the walls zenye zinaingia ndani kidogo.
The
Then you
niches,
can-
yeah.
The niches, you can
Yeah.
put your candles
Yeah.
and little beautiful things. That looks really nice.
Yeah.
So all the things we're seeing here today are things that A Plus Interiors has done.
Yeah. We do this. We do this kind of work. Of course, we partner with. This is now Afro-modern.
This is Afro-modern. Okay, okay.
yeah.
Great. So the last one, sorry, Swahili was number 4, not number 5. So this is number 5 now. Is the classical one.
Classical, yeah, classical.
Look at your excitement. What?
When people play classical music,
Yes.
what are they talking about?
And
I mean,
like
these are design styles of the classical design styles of the 17th, from the 14th to the 17th century. There are actually several in that in the name classical. So you have Roman, you have Greek, you have Victorian.
Okay.
We call all that classical design styles. So now you are talking about the Roman columns. You're talking about
What are the Roman?
Roman columns.
Do we have a picture, Carol? What is which one is this one?
Sorry. This is actually classical. So if you look at the ceiling,
Yes.
we're talking about a very ornamented kind of ceilings. This is very different from modern minimalist.
Okay.
There's a lot of ornamentation.
Okay.
So your cornices, what you run around the ceiling is very, as some flowers and some, it's very
Patterns.
decorative. It's
Yeah.
actually, classical is quite royal.
Yeah.
If you go to them like London,
Yes.
this is classical buildings. The buildings that were built back in the day. So
Yeah.
they have a lot of detail. A lot of detail. It's quite royal kind of design style.
Okay.
Not very many people would. You see, like the seats.
Ah.
Yeah.
Is this the Victoria?
Yeah, that's actually a Victorian seat.
See?
Yeah, that's actually a Victorian
I
seat.
know something.
So this is now a classical setup. Look at the ceiling.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
busy. The seats are busy. The carpet
Yeah,
is
yeah.
quite.
Remember, like they used to have like very also detailed wallpaper.
Exactly.
You know,
Wallpaper.
wallpaper
that's-
was
that's
also
part of
their thing,
classical.
yes.
Actually, the picture that just passed, we are doing that currently. It's our project that we are working on. Yeah. So once in a while, we get clients who are asking for this kind of design style,
Yeah.
especially people who lived in Europe
Yes.
in their early life, or at least some part of their life.
When they come back home, they still want to have the
yeah,
same
they still want
feel.
to have the same feel of Europe.
Oh my God, I have been schooled today. I have been schooled, and having gone through the 5 different home designs, my number 3 has to be Swahili.
It's Swahili. Yeah.
So my number 1 is modern minimalist,
Yeah.
and industrial, then
Is your number
Swahili.
2, then
Yes.
Swahili.
What's your number 1 yako ni gani?
My number 1 is industrial.
Yes.
My number 2 is modern minimalist.
Uh-huh.
My number 3 is classical.
I saw the excitement. I was hoping it's gonna be number 2,
No.
but
Yeah.
number 3, top
Yeah.
3 is fine. Thank you so much for coming through,
You're
Charles.
most welcome,
And
Mikali.
how can people get in touch with you for business and revamping our spaces?
We are on Facebook. We're actually on all social media platforms. A Plus Interiors.
A plus, the plus word, or plus
Plus
the
in
sign?
full.
Okay.
PLUS.
US, okay.
Interiors.
Okay.
On A Plus, actually it's A Plus _ Interiors. On Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So many, LinkedIn. We're in every platform, really.
Okay.
House.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in.
Asante sana kwa kuja, nashukuru.
yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We take a very short commercial break. I hope you know that dream house and how you want it to look like, okay? We'll be right back after this break. When we come back, the things that you need to think about before you start dating. This is Full Circle with Mikali. We'll be right back.